Hello, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to pick your modules in order to get the theme that you want out of your biological sciences degree. All the diagrams in these slides are available to you to download and take a look at via a PDF that's on the website. So here are all our module choices. This diagram probably looks a little bit complicated. I'm going to go through it bit by bit. The first thing to note is that level 1, 2, 3 simply means years 1, 2 and 3. We just call them levels at Durham. Also, if you're in the 4th year, that's level 4. Now, I've said that each year has 6 modules. Some of them are compulsory. They're shown in the kind of darker blue colour. All the others are optional for that year. So in the first year, you have 5 compulsory modules and 1 option. The 5 compulsory ones contain this Fundamentals of Bioscience Research module, which is developing those underpinning analytical skills you'll need throughout your degree, and you see that recurs in second year and third year, and there'll also be research skills in the 4th year. Now, for the taught parts that involve, kind of textbook learning, they range from organisms and environment to introduction to physiology, genetics, and molecules and cells. So that's quite broad. That's trying to cover as much of biology as we can. Now, you might be thinking, I'm a biochemist. I don't want to do any kind of ecology. And I can sympathise. I'm a microbiologist. I'm not interested in things with a nucleus. But often students arrive thinking they would like to specialise in one particular area, and then having learned about others, will move and change their choices. Also, it's important to understand how other fields work, to understand their perspective, because often you need a multifaceted approach to solve your problems. In the second year, there's a research skills module that's compulsory, and then molecular biology is also compulsory, because molecular biology, of course, which deals with the central dogma, is essential for really all of biosciences. That still gives you 4 optional modules, from behaviour through to cell biology. Now, the key to picking these options is all of these arrows, because there are prerequisites as you move through the degree. Let's say, for example, if you wanted to be an ecologist and do ecology in the Anthropocene in your 3rd year, you are required by this blue arrow to have done ecology in the 2nd year. That makes sense. Similarly, you can't do biochemistry in the 3rd year without biochemistry in the 2nd year. So you have to follow these arrow patterns, and sometimes there are options. So for crops for the future, for instance, it's 1 of 2 required. So either plant and algal physiology or the molecular biology. And then, for instance, biology of disease, that's 1 of 3. So either microbiology, immune systems, or biochemistry. You get the idea. Now, picking your modules allows for you to then follow a theme for your biosciences degree. So you do your biological sciences degree with a ecology kind of slant to it, or a biochemistry theme to it. These arrows are very important for students looking at the natural sciences program, because you don't get as many choices in the biological sciences modules, so you have to be very careful which ones you pick to ensure you can move into where you want to go in the 2nd year and in the 3rd year. So this is important for all students, especially for the natural scientists. When we get to the 3rd year, you get 3 options out of anything from advanced topics in ecology through to ageing. And then there are 3 compulsory ones. The field course and the workshop, where on a field course you'll go to either Scotland or Kenya to do surveys, or in workshops back in Durham you're involved in intense 2 weeks in the lab on a project. My workshop is not as quite as exotic and far afield, but students do some field work. They go down to the River Wear, collect some water and isolate some viruses for characterisation by electron microscopy, genome analysis and protein content. Every student does a literature review. They get to choose the topic, and they're paired with an expert in that field on the faculty. Everyone also does a research module, which is either a project in the lab or group work setting up a biotech company to pitch those ideas to a dragon's den of local entrepreneurs, or working in schools to train towards being a teacher, or looking at contemporary issues in society as a means of looking at societal and scientific issues at the same time. Now I keep talking about themes, so let's see how that would work. How would you pick your modules to allow yourself to become more of an ecologist? You would, for instance, go for behaviour, ecology and evolution in the second year, because you need those to do the 3 core ecology modules that are in the third year. But remember, in the second year you've still got 1 option left, so you can just pick something else that you think might be really interesting. For genetics and development, looking towards genomics and advanced topics in development in the third year, we recommend you do at least development, and then you've still got options left at the second year. For plant sciences, there's 4 modules in the third year, and to do those you can access them through plant and algal physiology, development and cell signalling, and you've still got a spare one as well. For a more biochemistry themed degree, looking to do the stress and responses to environment and biochemistry and biotechnology third year modules, we recommend you do cell signaling and biochemistry, and you still have 2 more options left. For cell biology, which involves probably doing stem cells and tissue engineering and advanced cell biology in the third year, we recommend cell biology and development in the second year, and you've still got more options to tailor to your choices. Biomedical scientists, probably looking to do biology of disease and ageing, we would suggest that you do integrated physiology, microbiology, immune systems and biochem in the second year. Now what I've not mentioned yet through that diagram is the fourth year, because that's fairly prescribed. In the MBio course, where you do a 4-year course, you will do an extra lecture module instead of a research module at the third year. And then in the fourth year you do another research skill modules, a second field course or workshop, and then 4 modules are combined, producing an AT credit module. And those 4 modules are effectively an extensive research project that goes over about 2.5 terms. It's the equivalent of 4 modules put together. Okay, I hope that's given you a bit more information on how to dissect that diagram and plan out the degree route that you would like to do. Thank you very much for watching.